Welcome to the Christmas edition of the Treasure Trove with myself, Santa Claus, and my best buddy. You be quiet. I always do that. The skipper. And there's my buddy Elf. What are you calling yourself today? I can't. It's so far away. It's in size 1 font.
I've called myself. Make sure I got this sound down. Yeah, make sure I got that down before it turns on. Okay, it's fine. It's off, so that's a good thing. I just have to make sure. Alf is on telly.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been. It's been very, very quiet in our realm. At least on YouTube.
I have been reading everybody's messages, and I've been in so much pain. I promise I will catch up with everything. And I like to say thank you to everybody's well wishes and everything else like that. So appreciate it so much. I've missed you guys. I've missed Patriot Prospecting, Christopher Ty, and Santa. Missed everybody. So been frustrating, but with happier news. Over to Santa.
Oh my goodness, what a wild week. Oh my goodness. Well, the skipper's just chomping at the bit to get back here after Christmas, and I'm reluctant to give up the seat, but that's okay. I'm sure he'll be back and dancing an old Irish jig as soon as possible. For myself, being that we've been away from YouTube for a whole week. Well, on this channel and on Coin World UK anyway, I've been very, very busy. See, where do I start? My goodness. Took my sleigh to the town of Wainwright.
Wow.
And we visited a seniors residence there, and it was quite interesting to go in to see a 94-year-old gentleman who got up off his seat, looked at me as I approached him. I looked up and said, "Little Danny, my goodness, you've gotten old in the years." So he looks at me and he goes, "It's about bloody time you showed up, Santa. I've been waiting forever." We had a big hug. And of course, there must have been 200 people in the residence. And I got hugged by every single one of them. We had a really good time. Not to mention, they got really good floors down there. Santa didn't slide anywhere. That was good. And then we visited an optometrist outfit so that everybody that was there couldn't really tell whether it was me or not until they put their glasses on. But the kids really enjoyed visiting with me. And then I flew back to Edmonton and started my part-time job at West Edmonton Mall. That's Canada's largest shopping center. Really had some interesting experiences there. We had a young gentleman the other day showed up. We had the news and the cameras rolling and all kinds of exciting characters. We had Captain America and Wonder Woman there. And we had a train that was running off of rubber tires that runs in the mall that had, looked like an old steam engine. And it had complete with the coal car and all the passenger cars and the caboose in the back, and of course it's a family ride that people take just to cruise the mall. It's so large. Yeah. And when he showed up, I gave him a certificate and made him the honorary mayor of the mall. So he got cool. Mayor of the mall for 3 months. Various charity organizations pitched in, and he's got three months unlimited passes for him and his family to all the World Water Park and the Fantasyland. I don't know what it's just a fun park with roller coasters and all kinds of things in there. And $1,500 spending money, which was pretty good. Amazing. So what did they do? I said, okay, where do you want to sit in the train with Santa? He picked the coal car. He put Santa in with the coal. Can you believe that? After what I did, so that was fun.
Sounds like me.
Oh yeah, and not to mention I had a crazy driver in that thing. He decides not to do the normal route, but he starts doing circles around poles, and I needed something to hold my stomach down. it was terrible. But and then of course I got to hear what he'd like for Christmas. I think it was a good start, and had some more photos taken.
Oh, amazing.
Oh yeah, I took photos with hockey teams, with police dogs. Oh yeah, it was just well behaved. I'm glad they didn't give any signals to bite me or anything. But they are so friendly.
Find your bottle of whiskey under your sleeve or something like that.
literally, I bet you I've held 1,500 to 2,000 newborn babies.
Wow.
And some of them as young as 7 days old.
That is fantastic.
I'm talking, wow. Okay, that's lots. Majority of the children were receptive to me, but I had my fair share of screamers. Somehow the parents don't get the idea that just because it's the first time to visit Santa, you shouldn't throw the poor kid on a stranger that he's never seen. And meanwhile, they turn into planks and slide off your lap there, just poof, like this. You try to hold them. Hey! Because you're traumatizing your child. Listen to the Santa here. Sit down next to me with your child. We'll take you. You have as many photos as you want in 6 minutes. So we're going to take pictures next to Santa with mommy and with daddy, and vice versa also. And eventually, and if the child is not receptive by the time that he sits with me, I take the mother or the father and sit them in my chair.
Oh,
and I slide in behind them so the baby can't see me. And then I lean into the photograph so that they get a picture with Santa. But I don't want to traumatize children, even though there's a lot of them that apparently like terrorizing the poor kids. Tell you, the kids are going to get a present, but some of those naughty parents aren't.
Have I got to put them on the list, have I?
Yeah, and I did my yearly walkabout in Santa's Village here. We're now up to about 50 or more children that come out with their parents, and I take my elves along with the sleigh, and we go all around the community, visiting each house. Not going down the chimneys for this one. They come out and have pictures taken with Santa. Completely different than what you're used to. Yeah. They actually come outside, and there was a Nigerian family. A Nigerian family. Now they've just come from Africa, and they're wearing Christmas PJs, matching the whole family. Run out in slippers. It's minus 27 Celsius here. What are you doing? You're not going to survive. It's cold for us normal residents. What are you doing? So, but they lasted long enough to get a picture with Santa, and they got their presents, and they ran back. Like that. Oh, they were pretty. Oh yeah, they were pretty. They stood still. Yeah, I got that. I had a 2-hour visit with on History Mystery, the History Mystery Channel out of Michigan. And it was a lot of fun. So we spent 2 hours talking about the origins of Santa Claus and the different traditions and what it was like to be up in the North Pole. And that was actually quite entertaining. It's quite a good channel.
I'm so sorry, Santa. I missed that.
That's okay. It's there.
I'll go back and watch that. I wish I was there. I'm so sorry if I've missed people's content. I don't know if anybody knows. I have something wrong with my foot. I have no idea what it is, and my side. It looks like I've been bitten by something. Is what it could be. But anyway. We will definitely send you an email, PA Patriot, and well, Santa's getting old. He can't hold a good belly down anymore.
How old is old?
12th century. So you've had an exciting week, and of course I'm yet to make up for a lot of things. I've still got a lot of people to send out to. I've not heard from Mr. Marmello. I'm still waiting for his address.
Oh dear.
So it looks like when I do the memberships videos, because even though I'm doing my normal videos, they're ahead, so they're not behind. I've still got mail call videos to do, haven't I there, Santa?
Yeah, I know Skipper sent you that package. Did it ever arrive yet?
It has.
It did?
It has, yeah. It's over there. And Zoe's like, get in it. I goes, babe, I want to be in the right frame of mind. You know what I mean?
I'm just happy that it traveled around the entire planet by boat.
I think it went by Voyager.
I'm telling you, it must have a lot of stamps on it. That was a long trip.
If you, as I'm a stamp collector, I'm taking them all very carefully. So,
yeah.
can you imagine? There's the more miles than blinking Neil Armstrong.
Oh my goodness, that is so funny. What else can I throw at you here? Gee.
We're going to be doing a Christmas special after Christmas, because obviously we had a week off because of my fault.
Right.
And so we're going to do that after Christmas. We're going to sort something out for Christmas for you guys who comes and joins with us. So I think that'd be a good idea to get involved with that, if you don't mind, Santa, of course.
Oh, as long as the mall doesn't call me in. I'm actually strictly North Pole right now, but if they need me at the mall, they're supposed to give me a call. So I'm kind of on standby. But that's great, because the pressure's off, because I got so much other things to do. I mean, I gotta take care of my bear.
Polar bear is.
Polar bear's right here. Right there.
I can't get out of polar bear at the moment because polar bear is right there.
Aha.
And we have Santa Can.
Very pretty.
There's our little tree.
Okay.
Looks like it's on fire, doesn't it? Our angel broke, didn't it? So we got to find a new angel.
Uh-oh. Yeah, my angel is still in the box from the big tree, since we've went from the 7 foot down to the 2, or actually I got three of my, I actually have 3 Christmas trees up, but I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah.
So I got the 2 Christmas trees here, and then I've got the Christmas tree upstairs. But it only took me no time at all to do decorating, because there's no it's all the decorating's in my workshop.
So I mean, if you don't know, like Santa's home when he's decorated is like the National Grid. It is literally Deck the Halls. Have you ever seen the Deck the Halls? That has nothing compared to what Santa puts out. And this year it's naked.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so if you look outside, because we
left
that's
what I'm saying.
Lights on.
I mean, just to give a comparison, what if we went around the streets around here and shown it? That would probably be bare bones to what you put out.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
So, how many people we got in here so far?
I don't know. It's pretty
Can't see a number. Can't see the number.
I got five people in.
I have put a community post out, so and
yeah, we have. I also have half a dozen more Christmas videos to do for some children, so I've got to get those out today.
I'll show you what this is. This coin set here, which I'm about to show you, is really, really, really awesome. And I've had this now since 2016, and this was an advent calendar. They don't do them anymore, but this is a coin advent calendar.
Wow!
And Zoe and Lauren got me this. And
hold on, I'm gonna make a large because, of course, I gotta reach a mile over it. There we go. So, oops.
Okay. So yeah, I've had this since 2016. As you can tell, I put the numbers where they were. And when Change Checker did this, they actually had the wrong coins for the wrong description. I spoke to them and I actually corrected them. So if you ever have one of these, I done the information for them because it was a massive muck up, wasn't it? So I did the descriptions for them in the Change Checker. And but I thought this one here was going to be a chocolate coin. It's actually a Christmas tree.
Nice. Hello, our treasured home.
Oh, treasure home. Nice to see you. And who remembers this? The snowman.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a numismatic advent calendar like that before. That is very cool.
They don't do them anymore. They do a similar one, don't they? But it's just chocolate at the end of it, isn't it?
Hello, kin of mine.
Kin of mine. Yeah, they said like number one was it was a completely different coin. And it was about 7 numbers were completely wrong with the coins itself. And I actually wrote to Change Checker and told them that your advent calendar is completely wrong. And they said, well, we thoroughly check it. I goes, well, have a look at number 1. It's completely wrong country. And as I went through it, I went day by day. If you go back on my Instagram, you can actually see the videos because number 1, I think it's only about 5 or 6. Obviously, it's back in 2016, so I'm not really too sure which number, how many numbers. I bet about 6 numbers I think were wrong with a completely wrong country, and the information was incorrect at the back on the reverse as well. So when I was on the phone to them going through it as I was amending it, so they said thank you very much, and that was it.
Well,
you know what critics like? You get like, I bought this advent calendar and it's all messed up, and just put it right in it, easy. I'm too big. I'm too big for this. Where's Santa gone? Santa, come back!
Yeah, you know, I've been having the same issue. I have to look at another suit for next year. But this is no good. But I've been looking at the suits that they have, and there's an outfit in California and Los Angeles that has them. and it's about to get what I want. It's going to cost about $1,000 US.
Wow.
But it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm gonna get I'm gonna hopefully save up my pennies and get a much better Alf costume for next year. A big biscuit head, I'm thinking.
No, not the biscuit. Unless, of course, you're going to do it with a jug of milk next to you.
I'll say just going for a dip.
Look at my elf. He's a dip.
Dipstick, yeah.
No, we won't call you a dipstick. That's terrible. My goodness. So, yeah, I don't know. Have you finished doing all your wrapping?
No, it started yet. I still got mail. I with the Christmas presents. Okay, I've got most of the stuff, but I've obviously had to order it in because I can't walk anywhere. So, but Zoe is like a little child. She keeps going near stuff, and so I have to keep a watch. Just don't go because she has a habit of shaking things.
Oh, she does.
Yeah. You know, even though it says like "do not shake," she'll go.
Well, make sure she's not shaking stuff that's fizzy.
Oh, I don't know. I feel a bit fizzy sometimes. Or was that fuzzy? Fuzzy. It's probably all the meds I'm on. But anyway, I'm going to start that tomorrow. I'm going to start doing my mail calls tomorrow. Get them up and running, and because I feel a bit better in myself now, where the medication has changed. So that's good news, I suppose. But hopefully this goes by Christmas. You know what I mean? It's gone. This thing. But wrapping, I'm going to go on with wrapping tomorrow. Mail call, doing all the mail stuff tomorrow. Obviously, I got who won it? It is John Jacobs, Doug Harding, you, Taffy, My Family Collects.
I see Neil's comics and video games.
And a few other. I've got a whole list I've got to send out to. But who else have I got to send out to? Then obviously got to do normal wrapping, like obviously Christmas wrapping. I'll do all that tomorrow. I might just do like a cheeky live stream when I'm doing it. I kick Zoe out the house for the day. She's not taking any notice of me. She said, "No, I ain't. I'm going to see what I got." I might just stay up and just do wrapping now, actually. Yeah, I might do that.
The link's in the chat, everyone. Anybody wants to come up and have a visit for Christmas here?
Come on.
Nice.
Come on. It's good to see Neil, of course. Good old Neil. He sent Zoe a what was it again? M&S thingy. A really nice M&S package. Watch the video, guys. It's absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Neil, for that. I really do appreciate that. For Zoe loves it. She did a video straight away. I hope he's doing well. Well, I hope everybody's doing well, to be honest. It's good to see everybody. Obviously, Dimebag Darren I got sent to. What I might do, do you know I said to him about? Do you know I said to you about the coin I got him?
Yeah.
We might actually try and get the whole complete set and send that. I think that'll probably be better.
Whoa.
So I might do that. I might actually get the whole coins. And We'll do a Christmas special after Christmas. That makes sense, because that way, everything's be running properly over here then, if that makes sense. Oh, I never sent that just to Zoe. It was for you.
No, it was just for me.
I know. Zoe just said, no, it's just for me, she says. I thought we had one of those, what was it? We had one of those walnut whips, yes. Oh, they were lovely.
I've got something I got to show you.
Okay.
I saw this video, and it's on YouTube if anybody wants to look at it. But it's bloody amazing, and I really got to show it to you. The shopping center that set this up did a great job.
Okay, go push the button.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, isn't it? Amazing they do that. You can see it.
Santa's house.
There's an elevator flies that goes to the sky. It's all done and everything. And it's right outside Santa's house. I'll press the doorbell for the door.
All right, go say hi.
That kid's like, what the? What's going on?
Now that is the most amazing entry to Visit Santa I've ever seen.
That's amazing.
Isn't that though? Like, wow. Talk about a magical experience for children. Heck, I'd love that even as an adult.
Yeah. That kid is like, whoa. That's what the magic is, when you get that whoa factor, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Love it, man. Love it. White Mojo Wolf, Merry Christmas to you guys. EAC, Kiddermin, Neil, fine. I just got to show EAC something. Thunder bears on the tree.
My polar bear's keeping me company.
That was my job.
Yeah, but you're in your separate box.
I know. I'm past my use by date. He's put me in a box.
Ooh, used by box. Oh, speaking of used by, after having over 40 children run out to me, and I have so much cakes and cookies and chocolates, I don't know what to do with them all now. It's like I mean, Mrs. C and I, we're on our own up here other than the elves. The elves got their own, their main diet's candy canes. I mean, they can.
Ooh, candy cane. We got
Yeah.
peppermint ones.
That's where the expression raising Cain came from, because they go crazy on all that sugar.
It's if anybody wants to come up with us, come and join us. But what was I going to say? I like peppermint candy canes.
Oh, look at what we got here. Hello. As I reach over the magic button here, go to the guests. Come on. There we go. Look at that. And
One.
and
There's two.
there we go.
There he is, Natasha. This is my niece, Natasha. She
Hello,
runs
Natasha.
Numismaniac.
Hello there.
Welcome.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I love your hat.
And thank you, Santa.
Wonderful.
Natasha, I can't see your whole face. Show Santa your face.
There it is.
Hi.
Hello
So do you
there.
want to talk to him? She's being shy. I'm sorry. Natasha,
I thought she was talking to the dog.
talk to Santa.
What are you doing?
I'm actually just taking a few minutes out with my friends and relaxing, because I've been working very, very hard these last few weeks. Oh my goodness.
They does public relations. It works one night a week.
Oh, you're a naughty elf.
I know.
So
You know
Natasha,
that.
do you want to tell Santa what's in your letter to him?
No.
What did you want from Santa?
I wanted a new phone.
You want a new phone?
Sure.
Do you want a crank phone, a dial phone, a push button phone, or a modern cell phone?
What kind of
Or-
phone do you want? He said.
Yogurt pots. Never forget the yogurt pots.
An iPhone, she says.
Oh, an iPhone. Well, we'll certainly try. Oh my goodness. You know, I don't understand why they call them iPhones. When I listen to my phone, it's by the ear, not the eye.
Yeah, exactly. It's called earphones.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
it's
him?
called
Natasha?
earphone.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah. She got to come in while he's checking in with his elves from England and America. So she got to see what his elves look like too.
Oh,
You see Santa's little helper over there?
I had one of my elves come in on a live stream behind me, and he put a snowball down my back.
Oh,
I had to
That
pause
wasn't
the
very
video
nice.
and chase him down to hit him in the head with it.
They had a snowball fight.
We did inside the workshop.
yeah, you're.
All right, Natasha. If there's nothing else you want to say, hon, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Love you.
Merry Christmas, Natasha.
Merry Christmas.
little one.
Talk to you later, sweetie.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh goodness.
The AC says, back in about 10 minutes. Living History Mysteries. Nice to see you, my friend.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, you gotta check out Living History
Good
Mystery
night.
channel. It is amazing. Oh, they're on tonight too. They're on this morning. Yes, I checked it out. And they're on again today as well, a little later on here.
Yeah, she's got Down syndrome, and so she's still pretty young, you know.
Well, of course.
Yeah, she's actually 26, but yeah, she wanted to talk to you, and I told her.
Totally understand you. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I appreciate that. Thank you for talking to us, Anna.
You're more than welcome. My goodness.
Yeah, I like my hat too. It's nice and soft and warm. Keeps my head warm.
Yes,
I
mine
I don't
too.
like mine hat.
I would make a good elf too. See, I'm wearing my overalls.
Oh, very, very festive.
Yep. And my reindeer, I got Rudolph the reindeer on my shirt.
Yeah.
The problem with these hats, they don't keep your ears warm.
Now we're talking. Living History Mysteries is going to do Christmas trivia, and I can guarantee you it's going to be a challenge because boy, does he have a lot of information. Oh man!
I'll be there then.
I'm also doing Christmas trivia next Friday. So I did it last Friday. I'm going to do it again next Friday. So if anybody likes that, I'm also going to be doing it.
Oh, I love trivia. Dummy Kyle.
Yeah, trivia is fun.
I had the
So how are you
longest
keeping
live
young man?
doing Christmas trivia that I have had ever. It was 4 hours. Could you believe it? That's how
Wow,
much people
4
like
hours.
it. So
Treasure Woman.
4 hours. Yeah, I've been waiting for Treasure Woman to ask me to do some videos for her children too.
well, I appreciate you talking to Natasha, Santa, and
Oh,
I'm going to step down and listen from the chat. I just wanted her to have the opportunity to talk to you.
well,
Send
I'm
her
glad
love
you
from
did
the
that.
elves too. So let her know the elves love her too, and Santa
Yep.
loves her, and the
Absolutely.
world loves her, and she's just wonderful. And
Her
the
mom's
brightest
probably
one.
wishing for more kerosene for their kerosene heater in their house. So, all right. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Nice to see
Oh,
you.
I love it.
So how are you then, young man? Mr. Kyle?
I'm in my ninja gear today.
I thought he was going to go and do some like secret ops or something.
Nah, I just was just on another live. This kid in the comic book community was testing his channel out of Texas, and
Okay.
I volunteered to hop on and help him test it. And I volunteered to hop on the live, and we started talking old comic books. And he's like, he was all wide-eyed about. He's got a couple of coverless comic books from the '60s, and he was all happy with them. And I'm like, well, here. And I just start pulling out comic books, and I'm like, here's half a dozen comic books from the '60s and early '70s. I'm just going to send them to you. Merry Christmas.
For a couple of gifts, I sent out Neil and White Mojo Wolf error comic books. I found them in the bookstore where it's not far from us, only about 10 minutes away. And they were known. I don't know much about comic books, obviously. So I checked them out and researched them myself, and one was a white cover with no pictures on or anything like that, and the other one, if I remember right, it was a little while ago. It was the wrong number but the right date or something. I can't remember which way around it was.
That'd be neat. The white cover is probably just a blank variant somebody can draw on.
No, it was actually there's actually an article in the
Wow.
when I was on the phone to it was in 1986 or 1988, I can't remember the date of the comics, but
wow.
The guy was talking about what type of cover to put on the cover, and his phone signal went, and so they just left it blank, and it's actually a error comic book, and I found it.
Those are worth a lot of money.
I can't remember what it is. I don't know much about them, but
Neil's a lucky dog. Those are worth some money.
I don't know. I only got them for what I paid for them, but I sent them out as gifts to Neil and White Mojo Wolf because they were both for the same month and year, and one was the cover but the wrong date, and the other one was the white the blank cover with the wrong date.
What comic book was it?
Oh, you know, I can't remember. I honestly can't.
Was
If
it a
Neil
superhero?
might know where Wolf is here, then they
Was
will
it-
know.
Was it a superhero?
Sam, you remember the comics, don't you?
I'm utterly jealous. Whatever they are, I'm utterly jealous. Those lucky dogs.
I checked them out, and they were definitely the Era comics.
Yeah.
I mean, the artwork and so on, beautiful artwork. Actually, I can probably find it out on here. Actually, my history.
Speaking of history, I need to sub up history in here too. I keep forgetting to do that.
Oh, you really have to.
I'm a
So
big
what
history buff.
what is your favorite Christmas story?
Mine.
Yeah. What is your favorite Christmas story?
Okay. Over here, it's legal to drink when you're 5 years old. Okay, it's legal. And so, 6 years old, I had a bite, and I was kind of semi-conscious to drink, you know, like drinking alcohol. And
Well, hold on. I'll pause you there because I asked Christmas story, not Christmas experience.
Oh, this is I was going to say. Oh, okay, story. It's quite a lot. Sounds quite a lot. Like
My elf's blanked.
I'm a sucker for the Island of Misfit toys, so I got to go with Rudolph.
oh,
What about in the chat? What is your favorite Christmas story? Either the written word or movie.
my favorite all-time movie has got to be Scrooge, 1956. I think it is.
That's one of my favorite ones too. Actually, that's quite well done.
You can't beat Christmas Carol. Ronzi's in the house.
And then if I had to actually name my favorite Christmas experience, it's going to happen Sunday. Every Christmas that I get to with my family is the best Christmas and the best memory. So Sunday will be my best Christmas.
You know, Kyle, you'd be surprised to hear how many children that have sat on my lap. And when I asked them what they're hoping for Christmas, they said, I want to have a really nice Christmas with my family.
Yeah.
My heart just melted. I'm like, wow. They don't care about the toys, they want family. And that is probably the most important thing. In fact, it is the most important thing to be able to spend that time, because we're not here for a long time, but you should make it quality time.
And you want a truly absurd story? We're out Christmas shopping this past week, and it's just me and my wife, and we're walking around, and I just break out laughing as we walk by the men's department. She goes, "What's so funny?" And I says, "I kid you not, all I want for Christmas is a new pair of house slippers and a couple pair of warm socks."
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I want. I have so much stuff. It's like I want for nothing except house slippers and socks. Like, well, there's no little child in me anymore. I collect all this stuff, but in all honesty, I just want socks. You know.
I mean, Zoe asked me the same question, and I say to her, you know what I like, and she goes, I ain't getting you that. I goes, because that's what I like. You know, it's coin, stamps, anything collectible. So, Ronzi asked, how are you, Coin? I'm okay. My foot is absolutely like a balloon right now. I think it's come down. I've been bitten by something, so it's
And it's not Zoe.
no,
The missus bit your foot, didn't she?
no, because she should have left bigger teeth marks.
Yeah.
But no, everything. I'm okay now. The tablets I'm on though makes you really sleepy, and the pain makes you a bit grumpy as well. You know, it's just like frustration is more. Frustration is the enemy. You know, because you want to do things and you can't get on with it.
Mhm.
I bet that poor woman's got a sore foot too from kicking you in the hiney all day long.
She can't reach. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So yeah, my favorite story is Yes, Virginia, There Is a Santa Claus. It was so well written for the time. I think it was brilliant.
Can I say my favorite Christmas story is Die Hard?
Oh well.
I'm just making a Die Hard Christmas story joke there.
Mrs. C actually likes watching the Die Hard movies because they're all set at the holiday season. So
yeah, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Or James
Bruce
Bond.
Willis says no, but it's a Christmas movie.
I've never been a James Bond fan. I don't know why they put James Bond at Christmas. And there's always a Superman on it. There's always got to be a Christopher Reeve Superman.
I am a real big fan of Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Oh, I love that film. And all the Scrooges are really good because they all have like the intake of the original. So yeah, Christmas Carol's really neat. We watched that, didn't we? And I actually watched Polar Express for the first time last year, and that was actually pretty neat as well. I like that one.
yeah, it was different. It definitely was.
Yeah.
Christmas Carol gets all the love. What about Christmas Melissa?
And for action movies, I like Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's a fun movie. That's a lot of fun. I'm still a big one for White Christmas, though.
Yeah, White Christmas is really good. So I've got a question for you then, and everybody in the chat. Hey, Myers Coins. Everybody in the chat, of course. Rebecca's in here as well. Christopher and 623 Squadron is one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's got one of my favorite tunes, and actually 633 Squadron. And of course, what is your favorite or your worst experience at Christmas? Did anything go wrong at Christmas? Have you ever had a funny experience?
Oh, best and worst?
Yeah.
Best and worst experience.
Everybody in the chat as well, you know, if you can.
I was talking about one of my best last night. We're wrapping one of my 10-year-old grandson's presents, and he's literally wanted a video game gift card. So it's in a little envelope. Well, we're not going to put that under the tree. So we did put it in a small box, put it in a slightly bigger box, put it in a slightly bigger box. And my wife came up with the idea, and I was just so tickled because when my daughter was about his age, when she was like 10 or 12 years old, we had gotten a new refrigerator at the end of summer, and I actually had the refrigerator box, which basically, you know, was taped on the side. So I had to tape it all together to make it a full refrigerator box. And she wanted a little video game thing, so it was a box about yay big. I put 16 boxes together, built up in the refrigerator box. The last box she got to was the video game, and when she opened it up, it had an envelope, or it had a little sticky note that said, "Now go downstairs and look, because it's actually heading downstairs." Made her go through 16 boxes, and it wasn't even in the box. So it was an empty. She basically opened an empty box after opening everything from the refrigerator box down, and was just so flabbergasted. And then she went down and she got this big video game system and just was doing cartwheels. She's like, yeah, I got the whole big thing, but just watch. It probably took 45 minutes for her to go from that refrigerator box down. She could not believe she's, we're getting a step ladder and she's tearing open the top of it and things. Then I showed her that the bottom lifted off, so I cut the bottom and we lifted it off, and then it was another huge box. And by the third one, she was already like, all right, what's going on? What is it big? What am I going to get? And I couldn't quit laughing. 20 years later, I'm still laughing about that one.
What about you, Santa? What's your funniest thing or funniest worst experience?
Well, we'll start with the worst and get that out of the way.
Okay.
I was 4,000 kilometers away from home. I had just been posted, but I decided to live out the economy. And I had a small apartment, but I had no furniture except for one of those folding cots.
Okay.
I had a decent mattress on it, but a folding cot, a few blankets, and my kit bag and a few extra things. And I had virtually no money left after I got the apartment. It was Christmas time. I was all by myself. I went out to a tree lot and I scrounged the branches off the ground. I had an old candelabra and I got some wax and I melted the wax and put things. Basically, I made myself a Charlie Brown tree. Picked up one set of lights, no ornaments, and there's no presents, no nothing. It was just me, and the scene was sad, but I was so thankful to have a roof over my head, and the fact that I knew that good things were on the horizon. It was just one of those moments. So I was about as close to being homeless as I wanted to be, and the best one was the year I had all my children and all my grandchildren show up at my house for Christmas, and we had the biggest gathering I've ever had. It was just crazy. Everybody had at least 3 presents each, but so you had to basically walk through these mounds. Looked like you're walking through a mountain range to get to the couch, and all the games and the festivities and just having the warmth of the season and all the music, and that Christmas was definitely actually one of the best ones I'd ever had. It was having all my family there. It was just great.
My worst Christmas was probably 2019, where I spent most of the day sitting right where I'm at, sank down in an old chair out in my garage because I could barely stand up because I had 3 broken ribs. I was going through a gambling test, but I was vomiting blood. So even before I got the cancer diagnosis, I knew that's what it was. So a couple weeks after Christmas, they went, "Yeah, you have cancer." And then a couple weeks later, they went, "Hey, you got a second cancer," and they're both real bad. So 2019 was a rough and tumble.
That's that's a nasty time of year to find that stuff out.
I couldn't travel because of the broken ribs and because of throwing up blood, so I couldn't actually see anybody and didn't really leave the house for any of it. And it was awful. I got a lot of love, so I can't really complain, but it was not pleasant.
I can't believe how quiet Maya is. She should be up here. I love her. I love her channel. It's just amazing.
Mayor's Queens. Wonderful lady.
She gets to go to Las Vegas a lot. And boy, do they have fun.
As I was saying earlier, when I was a kid, one of the experiences I had, and I had my bike, and of course I'm half cut, and as I rode out the driveway, I rode straight into the back of a police car. And all I remember is that obviously I wasn't feeling very well, and this cop was grabbing me by the neck, knocks on the door, and goes. So my mum answered. He goes, "Is this yours?" And my mum was like, "What has happened to you?" Of course, I drank. I was only 6, but I remember it really well, like now. But the illness after that, oh God, never again. But yeah, that was funny. And this is at Christmas time, but my uncle, he said that nobody can get him in jokes and stuff. And this is like at Christmas time as well. Had not really that much to do with Christmas, but it's like at Christmas time. And I said he won a load of money on it because he didn't have my phone number at the time. And I just want to know if he wanted a lift up to the club, because I didn't drink. So I want to know if he wanted a lift to the club. And because a lot of us used to go out quite a lot every weekend, and this is just before Christmas time. And well, he was in a mood all day because I wound him up pretending that he won loads and loads of money, and he didn't. And his daughter goes, I goes, what's up with Uncle Steve then? And his daughter, my cousin Sam, goes, well, I don't know, he's been in a grump all day ever since he's come back from work. I goes, yeah, it must have been about the $5,000 he lost earlier. And he looks at me, I look at him, I smiles. I goes, I got you. He chased me around the pub. He's going to
love that story.
My ass.
Love that story.
Yeah,
oh wait, no, wrong address or whatever.
Yeah, it was the wrong date of birth. One year out. That was around about Christmas time. And another time we I was probably around about 31 at the time, and of course I used to play football 4 times a week, and there was I think we just won a cup. I can't remember what cup it was, a league cup, trophy, knockout stage trophy, whatever. And of course my whole football team was in the Darren was in the club having drinks and stuff. And of course I turned up a little bit late because I'm working, so I didn't get there until at least about 10:15 at night. And these big guys come out, yeah. I mean, they were huge. And of course, they stand on my foot, and this guy goes, "But that hurt, did it?" And I thought, okay, there's 4 of them. They're twice the size of me, and I thought I better not call out the whole football team because like 26 of them would have come out. And I went, no, not really. That's my false foot. They went, oh, sorry, mate, sorry. Oh man, did it hurt though? He's like, oh, sorry, mate, I didn't know that. It's like from a big meaty guy to like he went down to like a little mouse. And I thought it's better not start anything because obviously, I'll have to like grow some wings and die. But no, I thought, or should I call my mates out and there'll be like 26 of them against 4? But I thought, no, I better not start anything. That's my false foot, mate. It's not false foot. Oh, sorry. Man, no. But that was New Year's. That was New Year's. That was. What else? Used to wrap up funny Christmas presents. Toast.
Bloody Christmas presents.
Yeah, toast.
Ooh.
I used to wrap in paper for people. All sorts of stuff. Me and my brother did all sorts of stuff. Crikey, so much stuff we used to do.
You were an impish little elf, huh?
Mischieful. What else is there? I used to wrap up bread, whack it under the, give it to my sister and say as a Christmas present. By the time it got to, it was like mouldy or whatever. Loads of things.
I used to love giving out fake dog poo. Have it wrapped up real fancy, and then they open it up, and it's just a thing of fake dog poo. Then I'd have to real get it later, but where'd Darren go?
He's around. I just want to see what people's done in their Christmas lifetime. See if they've done anything mischievous or cheeky or. And don't forget, we got Treasure Trove tonight as well. So.
Yes, we do.
And Treasure Trove is what?
Oh, it's the pay it forward wheel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to cut out here fairly soon with everything going on, but I wanted to at least pop in and share some love because it's gonna be such a hectic week. I may not even see you guys again for the rest of the week, so I wanted to send lots of joyous Christmas love your way, you beautiful being. I was kind of hoping Kyle would pop in before I popped out, but honestly, I'm probably going to have to go in the next couple minutes. So, trying to keep an eye on things. But if somebody asks me what I'm grateful for this year, it's going to be, of course, the family Christmas on Sunday, but the fact that I can pop on my phone and sit down and see smiles like yours and hear false foot stories that I'm going to be telling people for days. I'm going to be telling people that story of like, hey, I got this friend, he did this, and this big guy stepped foot, and he, no, that didn't false foot.
Oh, man, these guys.
Man, that's funny. That is so witty and funny. That is just so funny.
They were big blokes, and I thought I'm gonna mess around with them. They were like, take your life in your own hands in that place. You just got to stun them.
You snookered them.
I did indeed, but man, my foot was like hurting. But I didn't say. I thought if I would have if any of my mates would have seen that, they'd have come out and it'd been pointless night out. You know, no, don't go out to do that. I like to go out and have fun. I thought, you know.
I can't translate weights well, but I'm guessing what he was like 15 or 16 stone.
Oh, heavier than that. I would say 25 easy. These blokes are big.
See, I never know that. See, I'm thinking 300 pounds, so I don't know.
Yeah, they're probably close to about 300 pounds. I mean, back then I was probably around about 18 stone myself. At least.
Oh, okay. So yeah, see, I can't translate that for squat.
Yeah, that was, so I was probably about 200 pounds, like 220. But I was leaner then, and but they were taller than me. They were like 6'5", 6'6" guys, and they were like wide as you like, you know. And I thought, you know, they remind me of the Baldies in Warrior. Have you ever seen Warrior?
Yeah.
Hello, Austrian Stacker.
Austrian Stacker. But yeah, I thought I'm gonna, you know, I just got there. They were leaving anyway, so it's no point. Yeah. And if it had been anybody else, they would have just started. I just walked away. But no, it's just literally, you know, that hurt, didn't it? Not really. That's me full split, mate.
One good thing with me,
how was Abbotsford today?
Snowy, very snowy. So we're wondering what we'll have come Christmas because there's some travel involved. We're supposed to go see this person and that person, and snow will get in the way a little bit.
Is it wet or is it fairly dry there?
I think it's -10 right now, so it's fairly dry. What is it right this very moment here? Let me see.
We're sitting about minus 26 here.
Wow.
Got the weather on this one here.
We get into the negatives on Thursday, and then by Christmas it's going to be like 10 below and icy.
We've had ice, snow, rain.
I saw a video of Manchester. They got about an inch of snow, and there are traffic accidents everywhere. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Do you know what? Right. We have it all the time, okay, and it's a lot of it is scaremongering, and you have these electric cars you can't control on ice. Where with geared cars, right, you know, with stick cars, you want to call them stick, you can control the car better on snow and ice. And with these electric cars, it's like put your foot down, you go forward, but you have nothing to control your speed. And so to me, it's, and the way they're taught now is so crap. It's ridiculous. My eldest brother was a driving instructor for 9 years, and he even says that the way they're taught now is completely not the right way to drive. There's more accidents now in these electric cars than there is in people driving the older cars, you know, because you can control the car a lot better, you know, the gears, you know, the acceleration, you know, and some of the thumbnails you see people, it looks like they're in the middle of the North Pole and you have buses like crashing and stuff. It's not that at all. It snowed for about 4 days, isn't it? And then it's gone. And that is like blizzard. You know what I mean? It's like, it must be going, oh my goodness, there's going to be snow everywhere. Well, yeah, it's just what weather does. It snows. Just take it easy, slow down. And yeah, I mean, it'd be like a dusting of ice and sugar, and that's it. Airports are shut, everything.
Belt Loop 29's in the house.
All right. Sadly, I do need to check out. Maybe if I get a few things done and you guys are still going, maybe I'll pop on in a little while.
Absolutely, Kyle.
Anytime.
I gotta send lots of Christmas love all across the world here.
And to you and your family as well, my friend.
Loves to all, and tell your missus to take her foot out of your hiney.
Oh, yeah.
See you later, guys.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture of her. She's colouring right now.
See you later.
You take care. But yeah, there was must have been about 5 or 6 years ago. We had like a snow flurry again, and now it was on at Heathrow, and they cancelled all the flights out of Heathrow. Okay. And this Australian Airlines, I can't remember which one it was, but they went down the runway and blew all the snow off the runway with the jets. Yeah, they turned the aircraft round and then just took off. And on the news, obviously, the pilots the crew got reprimanded. And their point is that they said taking off from the runway, yeah, in England is a nightmare. He goes, we were flying to Australia, so why do we have to be grounded when we're up in the air, we're landing in the sun? You just don't get it. You know, coming in obviously to a snowy runway is different, but taking off, you know, you can blow the snow off. Just use the jets. That's what this pilot did. He got in trouble, but it's a true story. What you know, it wasn't exactly well, it's probably about 2 millimeters thick of snow. They can't cancel everything. It's ridiculous. So how is Mr. Austrian Stacker doing? EAC.
I just checked the temperature, -11 here.
I don't know where Christopher is, but down here we had snow, but it wasn't that bad at all. It wasn't.
Oh yeah. We got that top thing though. Winter storm warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had loads of those. Thinking, well, we've been down to -10, but it's just icy.
Yeah, but it's midday here. This is as warm as it's gonna get. It's gonna get colder yet. This is
Celsius.
Top as it's going. Yeah, we're Celsius.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada.
And I've got to focus in on Darren here because I've been watching what he's been up to, and he's kind of diversifying here. He's into gaming, he's into karaoke, little bit of coinage, not as much as he used to, but he's sure going get like gangbusters in some of his other channels.
Well, there's just the two. We've grouped the gaming and the non-coin stuff on the other one, and honestly, I've just been slacking on all the channels. I'm going to be out there every Wednesday doing karaoke regardless, so that one's kind of a given. But one way you have to game, and the other way you have to make content. And you know what? I haven't been doing a lot of anything. Right now, we're getting ready for Christmas. My mom, she's going to make it through this Christmas, but it's probably be the last one. And, there's a lot of pressure and shit, so I'm just
Make it a memorable one, my friend.
When I don't have to do anything, I kind of don't do nothing.
Hey, Shop Cat Industries.
I'm on the bare minimum. But that music is making me, background music is hitting me perfect.
That's what we're doing. We're chilling. What is a better thing to do when it's cold out, right? Chill.
-11, man. I opened my window over to the side here and just chill with you. In fact, I had no interest in being on live, but it's kind of weird, like you get in your own way. Like I have everything set up. I could throw the switch, but nah, I don't feel like it. I'm just not motivated enough to give motivation to others or share happiness. And then you guys are on, and I'm thinking, well, I have to say Merry Christmas to these two jerks. So hit the button, come online, never mind. You know how it is. Doesn't always matter how you feel about things. There are duties. We have duty, don't we, boys? We have duty.
Absolutely.
And part of duty is saying Merry Christmas to all your friends and those of us that are in the chat there who are not going to be up. Merry Christmas to all you, of course. I got to get a quick word in with Santa Claus before all shit hits the fan here, and he'll be busy. So, Santa, you know what I just read. Read that 3-4 chapter letter I sent you, and you'll know what I need.
Oh,
yeah. How about peace on earth, goodwill towards men? How about that? Wouldn't that be nice?
that would be very nice.
That'd be very nice. To all men and women out there, and happy Christmas to all the kids. Hope they have a great time. And Santa,
I
wishes are coming through.
see this much tension in the world since the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah, would you?
It's really, really tense out there, and people need some peace.
I've been reading Austrian Stacker's facts about Austria. Have you been seeing them in his community posts?
Is that the one that he subtitles? Come visit Austria. We're really not so bad.
Tell you, it's in a beautiful area. It's like it reminds me of Banff.
You know what he could subtitle it? Come visit Austria. It's like Germany, except we're not Germans. How about that one? That's a good one. Austria. Come visit Austria. If you know how to spell, you'll find the right place. Otherwise, we didn't want you anyway. How about that one? That's a good one. You went to the wrong place? No, sir. You went to the right place. We didn't want you anyway. You can't spell. You're not smart.
Hunters and huntresses. We're just chilling, relaxing, throwing stories out there, and
I'm slagging the Austrians. I don't know. It's Christmas. I'm spreading the slag around. I don't know.
Spreading the love.
That's right. Love of a sort.
You know, living up north here, I'm going to address straight up metal detecting. My metal detector sitting in the corner, and the only thing I do lately is I get my pinpointer out and I chase my dog with it.
Straight up.
Beep, beep,
Straight
beep,
up.
beep,
Straight
beep,
up.
beep. Hey,
Straight up. Now tell me, do you really want to know?
we're only going to find sleigh bells up here. It's not much fun. I don't want any more sleigh bells.
Yeah.
Okay, Santa. What's your favourite Christmas carol?
Got a few of them. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
You know
And
what?
what's your favourite Christmas carol?
Definitely one when sung properly. I'm talking with a nice orchestra and some brilliant singers.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I
think
like
Christmas carols need a version of Christmas Carol that's like the song Tequila. Do you know the song Tequila? When I run karaoke, if you can't sing any kind of song, or if you're getting goaded by your friends to come up, and you look at me and say, "What song should I sing? I don't know what to do." I'll look at you and say, "Sing Tequila," because there's only one word, and it can be done by anyone. And I think that there needs to be an equivalent Christmas song, just
Well,
like
actually, there is the Bare Naked Ladies with that treacherous elf song of theirs.
Well, I don't want it. I just want it. I want it for the singer and that's out there who won't otherwise sing. And I think the one word answer in the Christmas song should simply be Christmas. So, kind of like a the jingle 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 Christmas, and that's it. That's the whole song. That's it. It doesn't even have to be long. Just a little bit of Christmassy music, maybe a quick jingle of the bells and the words Christmas. That's it. I'm thinking 30, 45 seconds. I think that'd be a hit. Exactly. The best parts of the Tequila song boiled down to a Christmas song and made for every singer who never wants to sing ever again. Christmas. Yeah. I don't know.
That's a good idea. Well, the last three #1 Christmas songs has been about sausage rolls. Believe it or not.
I went to Tim Hortons yesterday, in fact, and look what happened.
Oh.
And you'd think when you got your change and you're going through it and then you get one of these, you're thinking, wow, I did well. And then you flip this over. So I got both this one here, our brand new Oscar Peterson dollar with Oscar at the piano pounding away, and this one from the back in the D-Day. And I was pretty happy about that. That's pretty awesome change from Tim Hortons.
So going back, is that what you're putting on for the pay it forward?
Oh no. There's other things that could be. That could be something like this.
Actually, I'm looking for the black toonie.
Well, everybody is, aren't we? I can hardly wait. This one came in the mail the other day from Tupac Coin Royal Hunter. One in my birth year. Mr. Kennedy looking sharp. Got some hair there.
1966.
Recently, we got from George a number of the small 5-cent pieces to go in my book. 1872. Some of them are in pretty good shape. Some of them just a little wee bit of damage, but they've been around a very long time. So, I mean, can't complain. And George got a whole pile of these. He helped me out with a pile for my book. Little substantial wear there on the edge, but I mean, again, the year and for what I had to pay for these, reasonably dealed. So if you need any of the Canadians' small silver nickels, check out George. He's got some.
You know what? Yeah, the fish scales I've wanted, but he has none of the ones I need.
Yeah, at least you checked. You know, if he had them, then he'd definitely want to move them along to one of us who needs them.
I must catch up with Georgie. I haven't spoke to him for a long time.
He's doing his own thing, and that's fine.
I know he was off for a little while, and he came back because he's working. But no, I've been watching YouTube videos, but it's just concentration, man. The pain has been like, I'd just rather have another transplant again. You know what I mean?
Loop. There's one like this with the portrait of the Queen in the middle and a black ring on the outside that is a commemorative. Is it not the same portrait? Are they not using this one, Santa?
It'd be the seventh portrait, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I thought they were using this one, but then now that non-coin people are looking and considering coins, somebody said to me, it looks like Charles M. Schultz drew her because she looks kind of like and I thought, well, I don't know. I guess you could think that, but
no.
Well, people could think that. They don't have to be right, or even close.
Use the Royal Canadian Mint would put the coin up on their website, and with no link or way of ordering the thing, so far. I know it's really unique.
Yeah, that's the same portrait.
Looks like the sixth portrait to me.
Yeah, Belt Loop. There's a black loonie that's coming out. They're already advertising it it's a memorial to Queen Elizabeth.
I'll tell you what I do have. I don't know if anybody's seen it yet, but I do have King Charles III coin.
I honestly thought his ears was going to be bigger.
I wonder why, if he ever had them minimize that a little bit, for the sake of posterity.
He reminds me of Clark Gable.
Could you be a good old boy and give me a little nip and tuck?
It's got my favourite design on the back there, on the reverse. So from the florin, 2 florins, I should say.
Yeah, Belt Loop. If you ever want to really get seriously in the coin collecting, pick yourself up a few albums, and there's lots of people in the community here that would be more than willing to send you odds and sods to start filling up those gaps, especially the common dates and whatnot. I mean, I got tins and rolls, and I'm willing to help you get you kick started. I like priming the pump, man. We'll get that water flowing. And
I take it a step a little further. I've got most of the commemorative quarters, for example, available right now. And if you wanted to book, I could put together a book that would not have very many missing and send them off to you, so you could just finish her off, because I made it a point of hanging on to all the commemorative quarters that I could get my fingers on, because they're not that expensive to warehouse. So I could put together a book at any time.
Darren is famous for doing that. And I mean, lots of us, when we go into, say, a grocery store, if it's a commemorative, I don't spend it. I automatically set it aside too.
No, these are not graded. These are just normally slabbed. But I might get these graded though, because these are absolutely amazing coins. And the good thing about this is one of the first ones. So
I think the only thing that I've ever slacked off on with regards to coin collecting is the error coins. Unless it's a really blatant error, I just treat them all as, just the dates and condition.
Well, yes, that's the first thing I look for. I mean, I've got loads. I mean, right now, right next to me, I've got loads of error coins that I collected over the years, and my first fundamental thing I do is try and get the date run. And then the secondary thing is trying to get all the monarchs together for for all the denominations. The errors for me is like an afterthought, and I'll go through them afterwards to see if there's any discrepancies, which I've already posted already. I've got hundreds of them of error coins. So I got with 50p's, with 20p's, 10p's. I got loads and loads of them. Scott S, can I ask where you bought it from? I got that from one of the coin stores. I ordered it. You get them from the Royal Mint, Change Checker, and many others.
Yeah, that's a Lighthouse album, isn't it, Darren?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in Chicago.
Those are great starter albums. Man, oh man, and I'm just reading what Belt Loop has been saying here. It's the beauty about coin collecting, Belt Loop, is that you can start wherever you want to start. I mean, there's no strict guide to it. You can be just collecting U.S. coins, and then as you progress, you might want to go pick Canadian, British, and then if you want to do an album like I've done myself, a world album, I just printed myself off a list of all the countries on the planet, put it in there, and as I collect the coins and put them in alphabetical order, I've got this big album with all the other countries in it, and then of course you've got the collectible coins side of the house. You've got classical numismatics, which is the ancients. My goodness, you could be doing challenge coins, or you could be doing it all like some of us are crazy enough to do.
In this case, these Lighthouse ones, I found that the commemorative ones, $2 commemorative, they're very good because they know what commemoratives have come out. So it's cataloged and you're ready to go. Yeah. These $2 ones tend to be a little more random. They're not specifically about commemoratives, so they're not as cataloged. And one of the cool ones is this one. The quarter one is cool to begin with because it's quarters and it doesn't cost you a lot to get your collection together. You're not investing at least $2 in every coin, but there's a lot to get for yourself in the quarter book. So the quarter book is a great place to start. Plus, there are a lot of very interesting painted commemoratives that have come and gone for you to get. And these are all included, of course, when I put together a book. But this is the quarter book. But when it came to loonies, I took a lesson from Father Christmas here. Our $1 coin, I think this is a much better book. Now, this is a much better book overall. They're a step up. But there's so many years, and it transitioned from this one goes from the clads into the smaller loonie that we have now. But this book is great. It's much better than this style of book. Although this style of book, as I say, it really suits very well in this one on the commemorative ones, and on this one in the commemorative. This is the best book to get for those. For regular $2, I don't think this one is the best book. I probably would have bought one of these again if I had been thinking about it. But this one is definitely the best for the $1. So
absolutely great the way they have laid out.
But that one's twice as much as these ones.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but boy, the information, even show them the inside cover, front and back on that one, and show and how detailed that is. It really helps out as a new collector. It's just awesome. Look at the information there.
Of course, it's a little hard for you to read, but it has a lot of very good information about the process of the $1.
There we go.
Of course, in Canada, we have a French side. That doesn't help a lot of you. Unless you parlez français. And here they tell you about the books. Unfortunate, because they made these books once upon a time. And honestly, if you ever order one of these, order an extra page or two immediately. Yeah, don't even waste time. You'll need them right away. We're already past, because it starts back in the clad day, 68. So right after silver ends, this begins, and you get 2 pages of those clad type, and then you're into the, the golden loonie here with all kinds of neat. Most of the commemorative ones I already have in place here. It's mainly the little loony ones that I didn't bother collecting yet. But you can see you run out here at 2016, and I already have all of these that are newer than 2016. So I need another page right away. And then I always keep my page that shows you all the different books that can be ordered.
Mm-hmm.
No, I paid more because I paid the shipping on a single book at one time instead of ordering more, but I didn't have any more money to order more things at that time, so catch 22 there. But yeah, you want this. If it's up to you and price is no object, just go with these across the board. You won't be unhappy going with this. They call it what do they call it? The wilderness, the nature series.
That's called the Vista. That's the Vista series.
But yeah, they're the better ones, I'd say. But for the quarter collection, for the commemoratives, that other book is just perfect because it's got a pocket for everything you want to get.
Yeah,
that would be my take on it.
For Canada, I think that's the closest we get for like Dansco.
Ridiculous.
I'd love to have somebody else who wants a book from me. I got all those quarters put away for some kind of reason, and it's not just so I can have a shite load of them. So if you're interested at all in having most of a book completed for you and sent out, that'd be me. Let me know.
Yeah, and of course, if you take a look at the way that Dale collects, he actually gets the albums with the larger inserts. So he does his own form of attribution, and he's got it set up so that you can easily see the mintage, etc. That's actually written in the slot. So it's quite good the way he does it as well. It's pretty cool, especially since he's collecting a lot of the British stuff.
Alexander, if you'd like me to get back to you on that, I will. It depends on how many of the slots in the book I can fill, and it's going to be most of them. But if you're interested, I'd be happy to get you some info out, then I will.
Alexander Smith's in the house. Oh, my goodness.
Alexander, what denomination book are you interested in? Because that's a big difference, obviously.
Yes.
Let me know.
I'm putting in the chat.
Quarters would be best for me if you're into the commemorative quarter book. That's what I have the most of. And we'd be able to do the best job of on short notice. I'm working on a dollar book for somebody else already, so it can't be a dollar book because I'm focused on that for them already.
They will come in all, Scott, they will be, once they're ready to be released in circulation, I think the only two that will be missing is going to be the 2 pence and the £2 coin, because they're out of circulation for the next 10 years. I don't know if the thing's going to be changed. That was with Queen Elizabeth II. But I'm not sure if that's going to be the case with King Charles II. No one really knows what's actually going to happen because in my eyes, Queen Elizabeth coins, because it's so vast and there's so many around the world, to get them all back into the bank and have King Charles on them, you're looking at least 5 years, I reckon, before you start seeing a lot less Queen Elizabeth coins. You have them, you can either take them back in the bank, then it'll just be King Charles II coins and banknotes from different countries. Don't forget, she has 70 years on the throne. So, and then you had the post-decimal coins as well. So, and then all the different countries and whatever they're going to do. Yeah, the Queen's on a 2 pence coin. Yes, they're still being in circulation today, but the thing is that they stopped because there's so many of them made. They stopped the £2 coins and the 2 pence coins from being minted. But what I don't agree with is that they're still making sets with them in. and people can't afford the cost of the sets. So if you want a proper date run, you have to buy X amount of money for the sets to get the date runs, which I don't believe. Once a coin is gone from circulation, it should be gone from the proof sets. That's my belief anyway, because then it's just a money-making machine and making people buy stuff.
Dale, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know of anyone that collects Mondi?
Mondi money. Yeah. I mean, I would love to get hold of a Mondi set. But the only person I know personally who's got a Mondi set is my friend Robbie. He's got an amazing collection. I haven't seen him for a while, but he's got an amazing collection of coins.
Well, it's going to hold true that the next presentation of Mondi, there'll only be one person, right? Because it's based on the number of years the monarch is in the.
Yeah, I think it goes.
They add
their age and their age and the time they go on.
Oh, yeah, the age, yes. Okay, yeah.
But back in the day, they used to wash the feet. The monarch would wash the feet of the recipients, and they stopped doing that for Mondi money, basically. King Charles II. Sorry,
because the monarch couldn't get up.
Well, yeah, pretty old, or his head chopped off. No, it started from King Charles II.
Charles II. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So it was at 1664 or 65. I can't remember the actual date. But yeah, Tony, how's it going, brother? But yeah, it's but you have to be careful with Mondi sets, especially the older versions, like Victorian ones, because a lot of people would take out Mondi coins and put in normal circulated coins because there's not much difference. So what the mint did, they blackened the coins. So if you see black coins, that's more likely to be a circulated coin. It would be a Mondi coin. If you ever see like a black penny to a bronze penny, even though they're both the same composition, they blackened them so they could be switched as Mondi coins, but they're very, very expensive. You can get Mondi sets with missing coins in it because obviously people take them out because there's silver content. But they are actually, I would love to have a Mondi set. Don't care which one.
Jack over at West Edmonton Coin and Stamp has got dozens and dozens of the sets, but they're so expensive. I could actually afford my 1947 Maple Leaf, my 1948 silver dollar for the price I'd pay for a Mondi set. So I'm just gonna get those. I ain't being awkward, but I would double check because they were only given out to the servants to the. Oh yeah, no, he's actually has them in the presentation cases and everything.
That's what I'm saying. Some of the coins could be switched.
Yeah, I
and
know.
they look exactly the same. So I would literally, if you get one, you can actually take photographs and send off to the Royal Mint Museum, who will have a proper copy of them, and then they will confirm it back. That's why they blackened the coins and made them a bit different. I'm not really too sure off the top of my head how different they are, but there's some websites that they look exactly. You can't tell the difference apart from maybe identical or a milled edge, maybe a bit different. I don't know.
You go back.
Sent for my friend, but I've never had one. I've never owned one.
A year or two ago, and I did a presentation on Mondi money, and I've got all the pictures.
I know, it's a beautiful video.
So you can actually see what he had available.
Because one place I would never get a Mondi set from is eBay.
Oh no,
No. I wouldn't. Not a chance, Nick. But yeah, with any kind. I mean, don't forget your. I mean, Maundy coins are absolutely wonderful sets to get, and if you got one, I'm not a jealous person, but I'd be very envious, and it'd be nice to actually see a real one. You know, I mean, I've seen my friend's one because it was his dad's, and it's all authenticated and everything else like that, and obviously it's been registered, and obviously it was sent to him, and he's got it in his collection. But he's only ever got it out once, and that was a Queen Elizabeth Maundy set.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't a really high value one. Obviously, King Charles II, and you have King George V. You have obviously William III, George III, all them. So it was quite a lot of sets going around. But I'm going to search for a Maundy set.
Yeah, I would like to have one set in my collection, but only one. Again, they're so bloody expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, Royal Maundy.
You've heard those before, right, Darren?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Maundy money.
Yeah, that's I don't recall. Like I couldn't describe it exactly. It was given out to poor people by queens and kings, certain day of the week or certain reason. I don't remember what it was.
Thursday. It was always on a Thursday.
Thursday in April, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
It's not they're poor. Typically,
they were paupers, like like I don't know, like the Privy Chamber and the Lady in Waiting or whatever. Or they've done some service. You'll have coins like this. They either come in a straight box, or they come in a square box, and it'd be for their service and age. But they can be another thing. I think they do a lot of replicas as well. But this one here, this is from the Royal Mint. This is Queen Elizabeth II silver Maundy set, 1999. That's £395. This is the 2006 Queen Elizabeth Maundy set, and that's £510. Yeah, £510. But having one of those sets is, well, they come in
very
like
cool.
that.
Yeah, those are like the ones I was looking at.
Yeah, or they come in like
that. This is what Mayor Video sent me. Can't wait to open it.
That's a Maundy set.
No, but maybe I'll be able to find a Maundy set with it.
Oh, it might be a pinpointer.
Good guess.
That's my guess.
Okay, I see someone in the basement. Hide there. Who is there? Uh-oh. Wonder how long he's been down there.
Alex.
Who knows?
Alex. Hello there, Hootman. He's like, what?
What's that? Hello? What's that? Hello? Was that how you doing?
We're doing fine, thank you. Let's just say I'm keeping my cool. And it looks like Darren's just chilling.
That'd be the plan.
I was 3 years out when they first started, 1662.
But it was Charles II.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Alexander, you're in Scotland now, right?
Yeah. Why?
Just checking on shipping rates and whatnot. It's about $40 Canadian to get a package to you.
Depending on the size and the way you're shipping it. Ask Dale about his latest one I sent him.
Well, this one is from my address that is 11 inches by 8. That's 5 inches in height and weighs 2 kilograms. It would be...
Put it this way, Dan. If I'm going to buy something from you or I'm going to get something from you, I'm going to make sure that $40 or whatever the postage cost is, and make sure that there's enough in that to cover.
Don't worry. When I quote a price, it includes all the details, my friend. That's not for you to concern yourself with. When I tell you a price, that's the price of the thing shipped to you, and and I use Canada Post, so that's simple as that. Yeah. No.
What I'm saying is that's like a $70 or $90 between $70 and $90 box.
Crazy, eh?
That's 14. That's 14 pounds. There's about 14 pounds worth of stuff in that.
They get a damn good dollar for sending a wee box.
Well, it took my package 4 months to get to you.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, don't get me wrong. That very same package I described could be sent for $68.42 if I want to send it a different way. $75.99 if I want to send it a different way. $98.01 if I want to use yet a different way. $110.63 for another way. Those are all in the list, and they're all different ways. Now, when I sent to Dale, I sent the most basic way, and it was, in fact, the specifics is $36.91. I round up. And say $40.
Yeah. So everything from a slow boat to China to space.
A jet plane over. Yes, it's a slow boat to China to a jet plane overnight, and the difference is $40 to $120.
When they say slow boat, the boat was like a paper, and it's done by wind.
I like playing in it when you open the box up and it's nearly full or nearly busting open.
Here you go.
The way I pack things, they make it.
A Victoria 1839 Maundy set with contemporary case. Have a guess how much that is.
Victoria.
Are we talking British pounds?
Yeah, Great British pounds.
$2.99.
I would say 1,500.
£705. But if you want a Victoria 1901 set, have a guess how much?
£2,500.
And don't forget, this is the year she passed away as well, 1901. So,
yeah.
Bronzy's leaving us. No, it's £375.
How much?
$375. That's more reasonable.
That's actually not bad.
That's not bad for a Queen Victoria set, 1901. But you know, the more you go back, 1839, 705. An 1819 Maundy set, it's 395. See, that's not bad prices, to be honest, for these, because you got your groat in there and everything else like that. You one shilling, your 3 pence, 2 shillings, 3 pence, and the groat. But it's one set that if I could afford it, I wouldn't mind buying any of them. And the only place I'll get them from is from the Royal Mint, because you know then it's going to be proper.
Mayor Video's got a point. Yeah, it's typically for me when I ship a lot down to the States. It's about 2 weeks. I give it 14 days. They'll get there.
That's the kind of thing I would have for you,
Good
Alex,
Friday.
because it's a quarter book that I'd be putting together, and this is exactly that. It would be exactly this, except a different one. This here's my one, but I put you together. You won. It's 96 quarters in all.
Oh, Darren,
Yeah.
I'm getting something for you.
Nice.
No, we've already spoke to Santa about it.
Oh, what happened? Oh, he must be bringing up a scope.
I just like the book, Darren. That's all. As in, because I can get the rest. I can get the rest of the bits. So I'm not really worried if the book's no full. I like that book. I like the way that book is. I like the way it's set out. That's what I like about it. I don't like coins getting.
Amazing, mate. Honestly,
really, I don't like the coins really getting toned and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm mucking about here if anybody's wondering.
Yeah, the other one is not complete. This one's
and
my
I'll
one.
tell you something though, Alex, right? I mean, I did mess up the video for Dimebag.
Why are you back on that from 6 months ago now already, you hoser?
But I'll tell you what, the time it took him to do that was unbelievable. It was...
Well, that's because I'm slow, not because it was so hard. I'm glad you're giving...
It took you a long time. And I appreciate that more than you realise.
Well, I'll tell you that as I put it together, the thoughts were always of you, and I hope that you enjoy it. And it's so hard for guys to do a collab, so we did the best we could to work together, me and Pat there. But one guy's got to do, it's got to be done from one place. You can't ship from two places. So I made the suggestion and asked for his help, and he was all in on day one. And,
thank you. And obviously to Emmanuel and...
Well, with those others, and I give them what do you call it, a supporting role. When some of the coins were harder to find, and the ones that I found were crap, I reached out to some people and said, I know lots of you go through rolls of quarters regularly, and some of you have a crap load of these just sitting there doing nothing. This is what I need. And those that jumped to the pump and just, sent them over, that's who got the credit for the help. These are people who had no horse in the race, who just said, hey, that guy said he needs some coins. I'm going to send them, and then did. So that was an awesome.
I'd do the same. If anybody needs some, if I got some spare ones and somebody needs to put a book together, obviously I don't mind sending out the spare ones. Obviously,
same way.
Well, at the same time, I'm not asking for silver coins or anything like that, right? And I was thinking, just make the request and see how it turns out, and remember those that helped.
See, the thing is, I like the way that Dan's saying there, as in the coin community. That's the way I like the coin community, as in it's not a case of who will help, as in wants to help. There's other people that just don't want. They just don't want it. They have this objective in the coin community, and it's all about themselves. It's basically all about themselves.
I think so.
I knew they were out there.
We're looking at a buffalo nickel there.
Yes, but it has absolutely no date on it. It's a Liberty.
They're notorious, especially the 1936. That's really they wear down really bad.
There's only one answer.
I can't show it very well, but the only marking on it is it says Liberty over on his face side.
Yeah.
And
what a lot of collectors do with those ones, as long as they're not valuable, is they use Nicodate.
Yeah.
And the Nicodate's used to actually it's a mild form of acid, and it actually will bring up the date for you. But I wouldn't use it on a coin that you think is valuable. Just a common coin, yeah.
No, this one never had a date on it. It for some reason it just never had a date on it.
It has no date, period. It's
no date, period. Yeah, it's never had a date on it. at all.
Okay, I'm curious about.
And then the other one I have is this one here.
I saw my buffalo nickels with no dates on them.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull it out.
I got
Just a sec.
so,
Let me see if I can pull it out. It might show better this one. Hold on. It's not.
Marvin, happy or Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and all the rest of it.
It's a penny, but the date on it is 1903.
Oh, you got a 1903 Indian head?
Yeah, a penny.
Yeah, I got a few of those.
Yeah, those are nice to have.
But they're not really worth anything.
No,
I will keep hold of it.
Your
I,
1909 SVDB penny. It's worth money.
I was trying to find them on the internet.
They're worth way more than a penny.
Yeah.
To see how much they were worth. And this one, I've only found one of this that does not have a date at all on it.
Right.
And the person selling it was asking almost $2,000 for it.
Okay, where was it on eBay you were looking?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Be careful of it too.
Yeah.
I would, you know what? I would advise, is there a good coin shop?
What was that?
Do you live near a good coin shop?
I don't know because I've never, my sister gave me these.
Check your area out to see if you've got a really good coin store that has someone in there that can take a look at it for you. A lot of cases they'll put it under a scope. They'll check it with depending on the coin, they can check it for silver or precious metal content, whatever it is. They can give you better advice. The other place you go is a coin club. If there's a local coin club, and a lot of the major centers do have them, and the coin clubs, there's not only just collectors, there's dealers there too, and you can have and that's what I like about those. You have 4 or 5 individuals who can actually sit down with you and go, hey, yeah, this is valuable, or hey, no, this is common. This is how the approximate cost. Now, keeping in mind, only upper. Well, I won't even talk about the lower tier companies. Stick with an upper tier grading company. They're the only ones that can actually give you a real grade for your. Okay, any dealer or collector can assess it, but we can't grade it. So keep that in mind. And grades a big.
Another point though, there, Santa, is that right in my hand right now, I have all these buffalo nickels with no date on them.
Yeah, I know those, and I bet you they're all 1936s.
1936, 1937s is my guess.
Did they originally have a date on them, or were they?
Because the date is so high relief, they wear down.
That's right.
Correct. And they're actually one of my favorite coins in America, because I do like the Indian head. I do like the buffalo nickels. But with them as well, what is valuable with them? I think there's an extra leg, is it, on them? I don't know if anybody can tell me in chat. I'm not an expert on American coins, but I'll try and do my best to research. And there's a couple of channels that poke out false information, as we know of, and they give ridiculous numbers to people thinking they've got something extra. And when they come to us and we give them the bad news, we look like the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
And because we obviously tell the honest truth whether it's going to be valuable or not. I get that all the time. And I'm pretty sure Santa gets it as well, and everybody else who does it. They get, they go to a certain coin YouTube channel and they said, oh, that's going to be worth X amount of money. We get the same question. We said, no, it's not valuable at all. But it's, everything's got a value to it. I'm not saying it's devaluable because it's in great shape. It's a great shaped coin. And but it's best to go to, and if you can afford it, if you can, go and get it verified, because I've seen people sell stuff in flips and say it's MS 62, 63, 64, 65. Well, they might as well go right up to 70 and go, why don't you just go all out and say it's worth everything? And of course, people are paying into it. And then when they actually go and get it graded, it may not even be gradable. So,
how can you grade something? How can you grade something if you're not a grader? Are you not? If you're or you're not? You're not actually certificated as to be a grader.
Okay, I'll tell you this.
We already covered that, though, Alexander.
Alex.
The ones that can grade are properly trained people who work for a grading company.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like PCGS, NGC, and ACMEC, and all that.
Wherever you might be.
But I've seen this, and I've seen this loads of times with CoinOp. Okay, he gets out his little magnifying glass, and he'll go, I will grade this at MS 62, 63, 64, 65. And what if it's not graded? You go and get the coin graded, okay, and you're expecting, say, an MS65 coin, and it's not, and they come back MS62. Is he going to refund you the coin, the grading, and not what it's described? No, of course he's not. So that is why, that's why I don't go to his channel, because he puts in everything, and everybody goes, and he's there, and I'll tell you, he calls out every grade you can. You go look back at his auctions from last year, and because
I can't watch his stuff because it's ridiculous. The stuff
but they'll see when I'm going into the auctions. I'm not interested in the grade. I'm not interested in the grade. I'm buying the coin. I'm buying the coin. I'm buying on the coin on the view. On the viewing of that coin, how good a quality that coin, how good a quality that coin is, and going on what I think it's worth in my head as in to buy.
I'm just saying, Alex, right? Yeah, there's that people don't know, and they go there, okay, expecting because he's got a big channel.
Yeah,
and stuff. I'm not saying he's a bad person. Don't get me wrong.
I know you're not. I'm
just saying that. I've seen him get his magnifying glass out, and he goes, I will grade this up, blah, 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 and he's not a grader.
Exactly.
And people are going there faithfully, departing with their money, right? And what do? Do you go back to him and go, look, I've got this graded. You told me online it's going to be an MS65, and it's an MS62, or ungraded, or it's a clean coin, whatever, okay? Just a scenario. I hope it doesn't happen. Do you return the coin? Does he give you the money back? Does he give you the money back for the grade that you went off and sent off thinking that it's going to be graded and be slabbed? Okay.
Absolutely not, because of the reason that all grading is subjective. All grading is subjective. It doesn't matter who does the grading, it's subjective. Even PCGS, when they do grading, it's subjective. The bottom line is, the reason why we use those people is because we trust their objectiveness. And they've got a track record for it. So when it comes with NGC or PCGS, we trust their objectiveness, but all grading is completely subjective.
Darren, he's looking at a coin in a flip with his magnifying glass. He's not selling a graded coin. He's selling an ungraded coin.
Exactly. An ungraded. I'm with you 100%. Yeah. I had somebody send me something that was supposed to be a certain thing, and they said, oh yeah, no, this thing will grade for X. And I said, it can't be part of our deal because it isn't graded for X. It might grade for X, and if it did, that would be wonderful. And if you think you're sending me a coin that is gradable to X, that's great. But I'm not looking at it that way. What we have is a partially uncirculated coin that may grade well, and that's all we have and nothing more. And nobody should expect anything more unless the grade is on there and it comes from a place that is at least agreed upon as being reasonable between the person who's selling it and the person's buying it. Because there are even places that put grades on things that other people might not hold in the highest of regards. And that's fine too.
People sell stuff, okay, over time. When I was on YouTube before, and then selling stuff as proof when they have it in their hands, not as a proof set, no certification, no COA. And I've got it. How is that a proof coin when you're holding it? It is out of its case. Okay, it's not with its parent coins in its parent case, and you're selling it as a proof coin. You're holding it. To me, that is a circulated coin.
You just now ruined it. If it was a proof coin at one time, it probably isn't now with your fingers all over it.
Even in my videos, when I do my coins and I've got a proof coin that I found in a flea market, it's been broken up, I'll buy those coins because they're worth videoing. And I'll say this was a proof coin, but it's not a proof coin anymore because it's in my fingers. And so I'm just trying, my video is about data, so it's about information. It's not about doing the actual video. And it's showing what you should look like on a coin, when you get one, what you should see. And so that's why I have everything there on my description. So obviously I would never go to anybody and say, that's this is that, and that's the other. When I've sold my coins in the past, I said, I'm selling these as circulated condition coins. I've never rated them any higher than circulated. And if you buy them, you buy them. If you don't, you don't. You know what I mean? I don't force feed information that could be wrong. And Scott says, I will get back to who doesn't come back as 64. He tells people the grade, then he comes back and he says he's not a grader. That concerns me. But so far, I've gotten some good deals. Yeah, I'm not saying he's a bad person. He's got some great stuff. And I think his name's Robert, isn't it? Yeah, he's a great guy. But when he does that through the flips of his thing, I was thinking, no, you should sell it as a business strike coin right now, because at the end of the day, that is what it should be. And
hey, you know what? If you have confidence that you're such a great grader, that you've been at it so long and that you've just seen so many coins and you've compared so many times for yourself that, hey, let's face it. If you've stepped up to the bullseye and you throw ton 80 every damn time, then when you walk up and say, I'm about to throw a ton 80, there's a damn good chance you're chucking a ton 80. But in the meanwhile, then you've got to say, I'm backing this up. If you send this in and it doesn't grade this or better, and you've got to put numbers on it, then you can send it in for a refund for every penny that you spent plus shipping. So here's the guarantee. If I'm going to grade it for you today, and I'm just going to tell you what it is, it's got to come with a guarantee. If you send it in to a grader that we know, and it does not grade at least as good as what I said, you can get every penny plus shipping back. Now, with that kind of guarantee, now that guy's got some balls. He's put them on the table.
Exactly. I hope I'm not saying he's a bad person or anybody. I won't dish anybody, but I'm just saying that I've never had a problem with the stuff I've brought from other people, because I'm buying it what the coin is. I'm buying it for my own collection, not buying it to salon or anything. I'm buying it for me. As Alex said, regardless of the grade, is irrelevant, but you're buying it because you said it. That's why the value goes up.
When I first done this, I was buying it to resell it. Now I'm not, because I'm frightened. I'm wary of selling it. And much do I sell it for? As in, I want to give a fair deal to people. But the whole idea for this wheel is basically for a time me to give coins back to the community, because I've got that much stuff as and I don't need it all. I'm quite happy as in taking a couple of bits out it and having that for my collection, and time me any doublers or whatever, get on to somebody else that wants it.
Alex, your mistake is that you never wrote down what you bought and what you paid for.
Exactly.
You know, you bought so much stuff from so many people.
I went in there too quick. I went in there like, oof.
You got into the buzz of the auctions. You know, you got in, but you didn't keep a history of what you bought and what you because you kept things for so long in America before you got it, because you built up an inventory.
Exactly.
And if you'd have seen what you bought and then kept a record of what you bought, then you'd have had a better idea of what you want to do with your collection. I bet there's so much stuff in your place that you don't know what you've actually got. But even if I was a professional auctioneer, I still wouldn't sell coins. I've always said my coins are circulated. I've never said any of my coins, and that is it. I said they're starting at bottom dollar.
But then let me speak a minute, Dale. I get your point. I get your point. You're not bashing any channel, and you're not saying that they're a bad person. But what you're making, there's a point you're making. And I understand that. I understand that point of where you're coming from. I do get it.
Yeah. But he's I mean, Rob and Coin Help You, I think his name's Daniel, and all them. Yeah. They do have some amazing stuff. But it's just that when they look at the coin flip and they go MS 63, 64, 65, 66, I'm like, why don't you say MS 61 to 70? You know what I mean? At least you got the whole grades there. You know, I just feel for people because I've been doing this a long time, you know, since I was like 7. So, and I've seen it. We've seen it, Alex, and other channels. We can name a channel that has ripped people off big time. And, you know, I've gone in there and I've said, look, don't buy that coin as well overpriced. And they've another couple of channels ripping out numbers from thin air, giving out people. And when you come to people, you know, there's a lot of channels that really help out everybody. But I'm not saying there's bad people, but when they actually come to the truth of selling the coin and they say, how much is this worth? And you say anything that is worth anything is literally just down to what you're willing to pay for and what someone is willing to buy for, you know. And we're all here to help each other. But when you actually tell someone the truth and they've overpaid for something, we're the bad guys.
Exactly.
You know, and I'm being honest. You know what I mean? I'm being honest. When someone says, oh, that's worth 20,000, this one's worth 14,000, that's rare, that's scarce. And you say, no, it's not. There's over 1 billion of them made. And we got time out.
Oh, yeah, we got to jump in here and get the pay it forward wheel going. Yeah. So anybody that wants to get on the pay it forward wheel for December, please put in the chat what it is that you'd like to contribute to get on the wheel today.
That's a good point there, Scott S. But if someone says their coin is grade, yeah, why not? If they're going to make money on it anyway, go and get them graded yourself before sending them.
I make it simple. I say, you know what? It looks like it's AU. It looks like MS. All right. I'm not grading it. I'm just saying I'm suggesting that it does look a good looking coin, and it could possibly be an MS coin or an AU coin. You know, again, I'm not in the position to grade anything, but I
can take you some beautiful pictures. Would you like to go over them? I'll send them to you.
Yeah.
when it comes to that.
I mean, Neil's got a point as well with comics. It's the same thing with anything that's being graded.
Yeah.
A
A lot of it in Canada, though, Dale, we use the Saskatoon Coin Club channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or not YouTube, on the internet, the Saskatoon Coin Club. And they have taken the time to take pictures of the various grades of the coins. And what's great for someone that's new, especially Canadian coinage, you can hold your coin up and take a look and going, well, it kind of looks like that. And keeping in mind, as hobbyists, we tend to overgrade our coins. We're just like, wow, that's got to be an MS65,
I mean,
whatever. You know,
my
no, it's
coins,
not. Always down, knock it down a bit, man. You're going too high.
but yeah, my coins, as you know, proof coins and proof sets are fantastic. But I like coins of history. I like used coins.
Oh yeah,
as you know. And I've had a load of your coins are like, why are they such in bad shape? I said, well, anything's going to be in bad shape. It's over 300 years old. You know what I mean? So it's like, what do you expect to be? If it's a perfectly shaped, no dings, 300-year-old coin, you know it's going to be fake. You know what I mean? Especially if it's circulated.
Hi, Heat Dotties Adventures. Nice to see you on.
Yeah, okay, Scott, we look forward to that.
There's a 1 penny. There's a 1 penny. There's an old 1 penny. There's an old 1 penny.
Actually, EAC is probably best to ask Scott that, because obviously that's going to be different, because we still use PCGS and NGC here. Which year? What monarch's that, Alex?
What?
Who's on the front? Oh, Queen Victoria.
No, Queen Victoria.
That's a veil head. That's what, 1900? 1901?
EAC's asked a good question. What does professional grading cost?
Yeah, that's probably down to Scott S to answer that, because he's sent stuff off to. Darren's got it up.
Nope.
I mean, there's a lot of grading companies, but it is best to use a more reputable one.
Yeah. Try to stick to what they call the upper tier companies.
Yeah, pay a little bit extra for the guarantee.
And that's why it's so important to have an assessment done, because if you got a coin that is quite common or it's in really poor shape, it's not worth sending in. Make sure that it's something where you and someone else who you've talked to might think that it can be graded, and it's could be a valuable coin.
Yeah, it could be rare, it could be scarce. It could
I haven't graded it myself, but I've talked to a lot of guys, and the ones I've talked to, they're around $35 a coin, if I remember right, to get them graded. So you better bloody well make sure that it's a decent coin.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't know. It's not that I don't know about coins, but it's like when Dale says, "What coin is that?" I can't tell him straight off. But that's why I have the microscope and all that, because I'm really my trade or my forte is mobile phones. If you ask me any problems about a mobile phone and how to fix it and how to do it and all the rest, I can go into great details of everything. But I'm into coins as well, because I do like coins, because I didn't want to just be
My thing about coins is looking at world coins and then seeing what gems you can find. Like the going back there's a coin I done the other day. I think it's going to come up soon, or it's been on. I can't remember. And there's only 240,000 of them made. So, and that was like a 200-year-old coin. So I'm not sure if it's come out yet.
Sorry, thanks, Scott. Is that's U.S. currency though, right? The 27 price of 35 because Canadian we do an adjustment, so that's about right.
EAC's putting a hockey card on tonight.
Well,
remember Thursday's the last one, guys. So no, sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. One hockey card. That's great.
Thank you, EAC. So, Skipper, Santa, I mean, do you want to explain the rules?
Oh. Do I remember that far back?
Do you want me to mess it all up?
Okay. The end month wheel, all the winners of the weekly Pay It Forward wheel. So on the Pay It Forward wheel for today, if we get more than 2, we spin the wheel. Otherwise, there's two winners that actually go onto the end month wheel. It's the first person off on the weekly wheel, and it's the last person standing on the end month wheel. And everybody sends their stuff from wherever you might be located. So you just hold on to the item you've committed. And at the end month, we all send stuff from all over the planet to the lucky winner of the end month wheel.
Yeah.
So if you want to do it, like I said, put one in the chat what you want to donate. Doesn't have to be a coin. It can be a card. It can be something preferably small because you're shipping it. So avoid typewriters and that sort of thing.
Or your wives or husbands. And
yeah.
Dog, fish, whatever. Yeah, I look orangey. It's probably all the medication I'm on. Do you know what? I've been given this pain relief, right? To go on my foot, this cream. Yeah. Oh my God, it's painful. And I've had it on once. I said I have it on again. No, it's supposed to like this.
Yeah.
Evil Ark was saying about that as an ending. That was a nice ending. Everything I take out as in the rolls or whatever else, I sit and sort everything out. But it's not. I don't go through it for the errors and the varieties. I go on the coin, how clean the coin is. And I put it aside and say, right, I can give that to somebody else.
Show them the weird penny.
Okay, so far on the end of the month wheel, and I'm just going to look at when the last one's going to be. I think it's going to be Thursday.
Yeah, I think so.
So we have one on Thursday, Tuesday. So Thursday the 29th is going to be the last one. So we got 1, 2, 3 left. 3 more weeks. 3 more goes left. So if you're into collecting anything like cards, stamps, coins, needles, sewing, whatever, and you want to send something to somebody, every week we do up to 10 people, and 2 people go on to the end of the month wheel, and it's the last player standing knockout wheel, and the winner needs to put their email address into the chat, so then everybody who's donated throughout the month can send the winner the prizes. There's no point sending me the email or Santa, because we don't hold anybody's information. So at the moment, we have taffy coins with a 3p coin. We have polar bear with a hockey card. We have silver tea with a secret Christmas pack, and EAC with a hockey card. And the first 2 people if there's no more than 2 people, those 2 people will automatically go on to the end of the month. So EAC's on there. No, I didn't get that gift for Zoe. No. I think I'll probably end up,
Okay.
I can't tell you, can I? Need to try that one.
Don't really know what you're on about.
I was going to get you those tablets, wasn't I?
Tablets.
For being a.
Ah. Yeah.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you for coming tonight, my friend. I really do appreciate that. Put your link into the channel, my friend, if you can, if you're not a moderator.
I think
If not-
I think I got him.
Hey, you guys want to grade a coin with me?
Okay.
Now, this one here I've been looking at, and I've been using the comparison chart. And I don't think it's honestly any better than this VG8 because of the hair and the laurel. If you go up to F, the hair and the laurel is so much nicer from what I can see for these ones. And I don't think it's as washed out as the G type. So I think what I'm looking at is some kind of a VG series sort of coin in this one. Maybe bordering on F.
What's the reverse like?
It's actually not bad looking. But it doesn't, the guide I'm using doesn't give me any kind of guide for what the reverse should look like. It's all based on the prettiest of the queen here.
You look at the leaves as well. You want to see lots of lines in the leaves.
With the crown, the crown itself, you got the fleur de lis. You got 3 fleur de lis. So that's the St. Edward's crown. Can you see the jewels in the crown? Okay.
I would say, from my vantage point, yes.
Do you know what? It's probably that'll probably be between a VG and an F.
Well, VG and an F is kind of where I put it too. So
I would too.
So then if we were wanting to know what this would be valued at, we said it was an $18.99. Let's just eBay that for a moment.
Yeah.
So it's going to be what? That's going to be 95 silver.
Right.
Oh, that's not. I'm going into the future. $78.99. That's way in the future. Okay. Sold items.
There were 3 million made of them. I reckon about between about $7 Canadian.
I'm seeing $7.99 in this case.
And I'm not even on eBay, by the way.
I mean, here's a well, it's not even the year. You lose the year right quick, eh? $18.99. Not so many $18.99s being offered necessarily.
Yeah, have a good day, Scott.
You take care, Scott. Let us know how you get on with the grading, my friend. That'd be great.
Bye, Scott. Take care.
See you, Scott. So anyways, if we were to go up here and you wanted one, you could have one for one went for $7.99. This is sold. That's mucked out quite a bit more than mine. So I would say mine's worth a little more than that one.
Yeah. Oh, yours is much better than that. Crikey.
Yeah.
See, this
but
is
here's a $40 one.
I love doing this in coin collecting, checking it out and seeing what it might be worth.
Well, that's gorgeous.
I would put yours around about $15, $20, maybe. $18.99. That's a nice one. That's actually extra. That's exceptionally fine, though, isn't it?
Yes, as it was graded, and this does have a grading on it from someone. I don't know who. CoinMart. Not really that helpful, but CoinMart.
I hope somebody's got that as in that porn bot.
Yeah, we got it.
And here's a lot that includes these are pennies or cents, not pennies. So anyways, I mean, that's how we go about it. When somebody asks what's a coin is worth, we guess to a grade, and then we check to see what the grade is sold for recently.
It's like asking a woman their age or their weight. It's something I don't like doing because you know what I mean. I'm not a grader, so I.
What are you talking? That's a heck of a lot less hazardous looking for a coin than asking a woman her age.
Oh yeah, what would you grade it as?
So
you know what I mean?
Still, you get $8 Canadian on this one, and it's washed out. You're talking about $10 or $11 maybe.
I would put yours as close to 15.
Sure,
maybe a bit more.
That's one of the nicer ones I got from George there. There's another thing that came up that we've been sitting on a while now. My brother-in-law's had this 81 penny, but it's not the color it should be. It is as if it is, well, it's silver. I mean, it's not silver. It's just not copper.
Has that been plated? Looks like it's been plated.
Well, that's what we don't know. How did it get this color? Is this a plating job?
I was a plating technician for like 6 years. And I used to get my friends used to say, "Oh, can you plate this?"
Let me just check something. David, can you hear the audio from the TV right now?
Yeah.
Well, my friend in the UK was a plating technician for years, and he says this looks plated.
That looks like it's been plated by nickel.
By nickel. So this might be nickel plated, Dave.
Yeah.
Now, this is the best, knowledge we've gotten so far. Otherwise, it's not something the mint made. Not an 81 plated in nickel. So it's still, somebody did this somewhere. And it's pretty cool. We've got it in a flip. But it...
Because my friends, there must be loads of 10 pences and 2 pences out there that I plated. Like when they wanted their birthday coins for their kids, they would go, "Can you plate these in nickel or copper?" Or I've even got gold ones, 24 karat gold plated ones out there that I've done for people. Because it can either be copper plated or it's going to be nickel plated.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have the color of copper. It looks as though it, struck on a wrong planchet or plated, one of the two. And since it seems to fit the planchet perfectly,
the way it's rippled there, it looks like it's actually been plated.
It's in the back fields you're looking at, and you're seeing that. Frosted look.
That galvanized. If that was under electron microscope, it looked like it's wavy. It's still a very pretty coin, though. I mean, I would go and get it graded, but they'd probably say it's been plated.
I think it,
But if that's been cut, because that would be nice and smooth if that was on a planchet itself.
Wouldn't plating have the opportunity to fleck off in some place or something like that, though?
Nickel's quite tough. It's quite hard. It's a very, very good plate, nickel. It's very, very tough.
I used to work at a place where we did chroming.
The denticles and the C looks like it's bulgy. Because some coins, even copper coins, have 2 plates on it. It'll have like an underplate, and then it'll have a top coat just to make it a bit more better. But that looks to me, it's been plated from my personal experience anyway. But I could be wrong. But it looks like the denticles are very, very bulgy. If you get another coin next to it, it'll be more sharper. Because Zoe bought me a coin, and they said it's going to be the last round £1 coin from the Isle of Man, and they never stopped their £1 coins until 2017, and they plated it, and you can tell it's an old coin plated because all the dents and that was like really filled in. If that makes sense. And I told him you plated these coins to make them look nice. And they're not even, and they're still in circulation. So why are you telling on? They didn't even get the right engraver on there, did they? Do you remember that, babe? They had the COA and it had the wrong person who actually engraved the coin. I mean, I don't know what to do, Darren, to be honest, because if it was me, see how sharp the dentals see? They look bulgy at the bottom. They're like caps. You get that like, ripple effect. So it looks plated. To me, it looks plated. It's a very, very thin plate. You're talking probably 0.2 micrometers on that or something. It's hard to tell from this angle.
I give you that. It's hard as heck to tell.
Whoever plated that done a really good job, to be honest. But just got that ripple effect inside on the background, you know.
I can tell it's a different
because when
year.
it goes into the plate, it gets washed in sulfuric acid. Then it goes into the plate for like 20 minutes under electrode plating, and then you clean it off with like deionized water about 5-10 minutes, and then clean it off with normal town water, and then it comes at that. You can see the copper coming through on there, look, on that angle, and that might be a reflection from there actually.
I can see on here the thing with 1981. The composition was 980 copper, 0.005 tin, and 15 0.15 zinc, and the weight should be 2.5 grams, and it should be 12-sided, 19.1 millimeters, and the thickness should be 1.45 millimeters with the edge plain. It doesn't say nothing about 1981 that coin in the book, in the Canadian book whatsoever. It didn't even show a picture of one, because it could. There is a lot of them that went out in Canadian that were test samples. It didn't say that there was ever done a test sample in 1981.
Well, this one's in my brother-in-law's collection, and it's kind of a needy. If he wants to send it in, you can always send it in, but then you're spending $30 or $40, whatever it is, for them to tell you whatever they want to tell you.
One, if you ever come across another one, right, or if you're brave enough, okay, is just to get like a little scratch and just go down the edge and see if you see any copper coming through. That way you know it's been plated. But nickel plate is really, really tough metal as well.
And it's barely magnetic. So that would, whatever it's been plated with is magnetic.
That could be steel then.
But nickel would
No, nickel
sorry.
wouldn't be. Nickel, copper, bronze is not magnetic.
See, yeah, I remember going down this rabbit hole now, and that was part of it.
Have you got a magnet with you?
I sure as shit do. Looky. Right? It's a rubber coated magnet. Just to be fair about it.
Yeah, go for it.
Now there are some, I got staples in here. But the staples you can see they're on the outside. Like this is mildly magnetic. Well, actually, I can get a smaller magnet. Let me see here if I can't. Okay, so this one may be a bigger magnet, but I'm going to use it on its edge. No, that can't pick it up. Oh, that picked up the no, not that magnet. This one's not that strong. I have other magnets. Well, here's a different. There's a little tiny strong magnet. There it is. Take that little tiny strong magnet, put it down.
On top of the actual, put the
Oh, now it's sucked over. But as you can see, there it is right there. Just drop that down on there like that. Then pick it up. There it is. It is mildly magnetic, so it has not been plated with nickel. It has been plated with something very shiny.
That is obviously going to be a steel penny then, isn't it?
No, because if this was a steel penny, it would snap to the magnet, and it does not.
Yeah, but even copper nickel is not magnetic.
Not at all.
So if it's been coated with
something magnetic,
tin lead is a coater as well. Tin's magnetic.
Well, it's something awfully shiny and definitely magnetic.
If that's been coated with tin lead, that's the only one I can think of. That is because gold's not magnetic.
N81, there was tin in it. That's what it tells you. It tells you
silver's not magnetic.
Tells you.
So the only other one I can think of is going to be tin lead.
Tells you composite deal in the book.
That's but even about his coin.
Well, there it is. The mystery of the 1981 silver penny continues. And it has been a mystery for a while now.
Do you know what? I would go and get it. Just go and get it. Just pay the $27 and just go and get it graded.
If we had one decent coin store around here that wasn't also a model plane air, every other kind of damn hobby store, but we do not.
Yeah, he said you can always cut it in half if you want.
Cut in half. That's a good idea. Then we'll know what's inside. That's how we fix babies too around here. We cut them in half to see what's wrong with them.
Darren.
Yeah. What?
Can't you take it out the flip because the steel from the staples could interfere with that with that magnet as well? I'm not saying it could. I'm just saying it.
I've already done that test.
Oh, you've done that. Okay.
Yeah, this isn't the first time over this one.
Yeah, okay.
In fact, I don't keep it in my collection. My brother-in-law brought it out when he saw you guys on and asked me to show you the scent. So I am. But we have never been able to determine what the hell.
No, I love it, man. That's really cool.
You get one, and
Sorry,
you
dear.
get one. You get one of the mysteries, and you put it to one side because you're like, I don't know about that, but I'm not 100% sure of that. But there's something different about that coin.
It's interesting. I love mystery coins. It's a bit like Al's find, isn't it? It's nice to have something like that. That's a focal point. So we've got EAC on tonight's board then.
I do like him. I've got a couple of them. I've got a couple of different ones. That's why I started getting bits and pieces off of George.
Yeah, George is a good guy, man.
I'll say he means well.
He does.
He's got a good art, George.
He's disorganized enough so that things that he means to turn out well don't, because he's basically disorganized enough so that it's never going to come out well. But that's not how he means for it to turn out. That I'll say.
Oh, do you like your cushion, by the way, in the background?
Which one? I have two. One there.
Oh, I didn't see the other one. StreamYard.
I like how Dan tells it as it is. He didn't say he didn't like George. He didn't say he didn't like George, or he didn't say he's fell out with George. He just says he's tell you exactly the way he explains it as in his opinion of George, which is true.
I don't dislike George. You got to take George at face value. George is George. He ain't never going to change. If he pisses you off on day one, he's going to piss you off on day 101.
Exactly, Dan. Exactly.
If you can find your way to figure out what sort of a guy he is and just deal with it, then you'll do fine. He's the same every day.
George don't take things to heart. He just carries on doing his own little thing, and he's a great guy. George is awesome.
He gets upset because he'll message me and he'll tell me it's like paragraphs of stuff, and I'm like, I don't really want to know about this, but I do want to have you as a friend. I understand what you're going through with such and such, but I don't want to be involved in it because I don't want to have to pick sides.
Yeah, I won't read any of those. Don't send me any of those ever. I won't read them. No, thank you.
No,
I'm keeping myself blissfully ignorant, and that's the best. I just love it.
So how are you doing, Elf?
We got EAC tonight.
So EAC is it?
Yeah.
So ending the stream here in a minute.
Okie dokie, my friend. I'm gonna have to bed. I've got to take my tablets and stuff. So
It was nice getting together with you after being off for so long.
yeah, I've missed it, man. I tell you, I've missed everybody. Thank you to everyone who's sent their support this way. It's been fantastic.
See, I can't see the community stuff that Dale writes on my tablet, but if I go on my phone, I can see it. So I've got them as in because I've got them subscribed on my phone, and because my phone has got a different YouTube channel to what was on my tablet.
Oh, right, okay.
Just after everybody wants to check out History Mysteries.
Exactly, that's what I'm going to be doing along with everybody else. If I do watch it, I've been so much pain, I've been agony, I've been frustrated, been upset with myself. Zoe's been really patient with me. Lauren's been patient. I'll tell you what. I think personally, like the doctors, I went to the doctors on I think it's Thursday morning, and the other doctor was like baffled. He goes, I don't know what to know. I've seen this before. But I personally think it's been better.
But do they actually know what's wrong with you, Dale? do they actually know what's wrong with you? Have they pinpointed it to what they think it is, or done tests on you to find out what
Yeah,
is actually?
they've done the went up the A&E and they've done all the tests, but they said that it could be gout and that. But I wasn't. I thought no, it can't be gout. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And it went from one toe. It went like tingly. I went to the hospital to have a scan, and I come out to my foot's tingling for some reason. And I don't know whether I've been bitten by something.
Right.
And then my foot went up like a big balloon.
Jesus Christ!
And now it only affected one toe, but now it's all under my foot and affecting all my toes.
I went up to the podiatry, and that's when they felt. See the other one that I've got my amputation. They felt the toe, and he goes, "There's no pulse." He goes, "There should be a pulse running through that. It should actually be quite a bit worn, but he says it should be a pulse to it." And that's where look, that's something's not right. Either your body's as in something's not 100% in your body or something.
Well, it went like it was like kind of all the skin was like coming off.
No.
Yeah, it's all like flaking off. This is the first like couple of days.
What you
and
mean,
then
like,
like
flaky
all the
like
toes
that?
are affected now.
Like flaky like that? I've got just like dry skin on there. It's all
No.
flaky.
No, it's not like that at all. This is the picture from last week. It's worse now.
Aye.
I'm on different tablets and stuff, but
You must get fed up, deal with thing with them taking you off one tablet and putting you on another bloody tablet.
that's what it looked like the other day. It's all red.
Right.
And then it affected my toe somehow, like that. There you go. Like that. And now it's all across my toes now and under my foot.
Fucking hell.
You're right, Lars. But yeah, but now that is like my foot is as red as this.
No.
Aye.
Then it's bulgy. It's like I have to put my shoes on because
Ooh.
I can't stand on the actual foot itself. It's but yeah, I've got more tablets here.
Oh my God, I hope you're not going down the road I went down, because that's the exact road that I went down, as in I couldn't put any weight on the foot whatsoever. Couldn't even hardly, as in going down, sliding down the stairs, and then up down me. That's I ended up like that.
Okay,
That's I was like, well, if my health is going that way, I didn't want it going any further. And that's like, I was like, well, if I can save the other leg, then I'll come after it. Because I was like, well, it's maybe the smoking. So I was like, well, if it's affecting my health, I'm going to come off of them. But then you're not a smoker. That's the difference.
guys, I put the link in for the raid.
There you go. That's what my foot looks like now.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you can see that very well, but
Yeah, nasty. Yeah, I see that.
it looks white. I don't know why it looks white, but that skin is literally. But it's affected all my toes all across.
Just cut them off. You don't need those toes. They get in the way. Imagine the wonderful shoes you could have if you had no toes.
You'd be defeated, though. Anyway, I'm going to call her quits here tonight, guys. And I want to thank everybody for coming out, especially for my Elfie, me. And tomorrow, you're going to be on tomorrow there for
Yeah. Does anybody want a foot for free? Can I put this on for pay it forward?
No, don't want that.
No. OnlyFans. 1 foot.
Yeah. That's right.
You know what? Do you know what Zoe said? Zoe said the exact same thing. She goes, "Why didn't you put it on OnlyFans? Foot fetish, I love that." I goes, "This puts me off my dinner. How is that going to make anybody aroused?"
There are boys that get aroused when you kick them square in the nuts. So go figure that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh man.
So there's room for your foot somewhere.
Whips and cheese and kinky things.
Well, just take care of yourself there, my friend.
I will.
So in the meantime, I'm signing off, and I wish
What are we doing after this? Then?
the rating channel is in the chat, and I will say goodnight to you all.
Okay, Skipper, Santa, Darren, and Alex, and Eric Speaker, and EAC, Christopher Ty, Neil, He Stotters Adventures, Scott S, and many other great people out there. Thank you for joining us tonight. Kinnamin, I can't remember the lady's name who popped up earlier. Rebecca, and many other great people.
Utsi Densi. Unsi Dusky.
Unsi, yes.
Utsi Dusky.
Utsi Dusky, right.
All right, guys, until next time.
Yeah, until next. Take care, everybody.
You take care, everybody. Have a nice evening, and I'll see you on, tomorrow.
Yeah,